Hi, my name is Christopher Sherry. I'm enrolled in Visual Communications at Texas Tech. This is my final project, the Riffing Assignment. I will briefly be discussing the life of Annie Leibovitz as well as detailing some of her works. I will also be riffing her style of photography by creating my own version of her works. Born Anna Lou Leibovitz in Waterbury, Connecticut in 1949, Annie was one of the middle children. Her mother was a dance instructor and instilled in her daughter at an early age a passion of arts, including dancing, singing, and painting. Her father, on the other hand, was a lieutenant serving in the U.S. Air Force. Her family believes that because they were always on the move for her father's Air Force duties, she was able to perceive the world in a very special way through her own car window. In the late 1960s, her father was stationed in the Philippines during the war. It was a very tense time for the family, and she was conflicted in the face of the unpopular war. It was then that she began experimenting with photography and somewhat fell in love with it. She captured pictures around the military base and nearby locals. She was far committed from it, however, and had no aspirations of becoming a professional photographer. But this changed in 1967 when she moved to the West Coast to attend the San Francisco Art Institute. She began studying painting with the intention of becoming an art teacher, but she changed her mind because she was just not enjoying it, and photography piqued her interest. While in her second semester, she took a photography workshop and immediately changed her major. Now, what sticks out to me the most about Annie's work is the candid aspect of her work. Oftentimes, she photographs famous people doing things. In this picture here, Queen Elizabeth is depicted standing in Buckingham Palace. This picture is quite special because it portrays the sun shining down on her on some of the room, as you see on the left side, but it contrasts with the right side of the room as there is no sun shining in. So you get the candid view of Queen Elizabeth standing in the palace. And it just shows her raw emotion of being unbothered. In the following picture, Mick Jagger is depicted. You can see that Mick has just finished a show and is quite tired. Our picture gives you a candid view of this tired and bothered expression in his face. She is truly incredible in the way she captures emotion in her photography. By eliminating the color and making this picture black and white, you are able to just focus solely on Mick Jagger's face. This picture shows unity in the sense that it is black and white and it has the singular vibe of the stone cold face of Mick Jagger. There are no other intangibles of this photo. It is just that one vibe of the black and white and the stern look. The thing that I enjoy most about Annie's photography is the candid aspect, the raw emotion of the human. And this picture here, you can see two men having won a championship as they are wearing a gold medal around their necks. This is my two friends, Maddox and Zach, after a lacrosse game. They won the championship, and I was able to get a picture of them as they were smiling for the photos and capture their true, raw emotion after they had won the championship. This reminds me of Annie's works because it is not necessarily that she was aiming to get this certain photo, but she took the photo and rolled with what she got. This picture here that I took does not necessarily have any contrast, but it does riff off of the true raw emotion that you could feel from Zach and Maddox in this picture. Just like the emotion you can feel from Annie's photos of Mick Jagger and the Queen at Buckingham Palace. The up closeness and exclusiveness of her photo is what truly brings it to life and makes it beautiful. My picture does show unity, however, in the sense that it is just two men standing, celebrating together. They are clearly happy, excited individuals. And the man in the background does not take away from the photo, as he is just a walking bystander. At the end of the day, Annie is a truly breathtaking artist who can make photos of people come to life. She captures very candid, raw pictures that makes you feel what the person in the picture is feeling. She does an exquisite job of using her tools at hand. She uses the black and white to benefit her, and then she also uses the sun shining through the windows to help highlight Queen Elizabeth and not highlight the rest of the room. When you sit back and look at Annie's work, not just in these two photos, but in her entire career, you can easily see that she is masterful at her craft and does an exquisite job. My name is Christopher Sherry, and this is Visual Communications. It has been a wonderful year, and thank you very much.